Morning, fellas. Ben back again. That's Ben, the 411, with all the mods. There's a rally tower and all that. We'll talk about the rally tower some other day. But for now, there's something really interesting that I've managed to get done. This is a custom job. Let me just So what this is an adjuster, like a rally adjuster, quick easy access adjuster. You find this on motocross machines, you find this on enduro machines where there's a lot of clutch free play business that needs to be meddled with, with different kind of terrain. And the idea is if you are in a kind of terrain where you're constantly clutching and declutching and engaging the clutch, and you are maybe wearing out the clutch a little too fast, then this will help greatly. This fella, this is an adjuster on the go, and on the fly. So this comes in handy when you have to go through a lot of clutching business. You cannot do this to the stock perch. The stock perch doesn't allow for this. So what I've gone ahead and done is, so to begin with, this thing is 10 millimeters into 1.5. That's a very peculiar size. It's an odd size. You don't find it in most machines. Most machines run 8 into 1.25. I had to get a 10 into 1.5 because of this bloody perch. This perch allows for only this particular size. You can't really go about making 8 millimeter threads in it, just because it's a little too wide. So what I'm trying to say is, if you guys have an adjuster over here on this perch, then this machine becomes even more versatile, and it cannot. I mean, the chances of you burning your clutch plate on enduro business is reduced by 50%. 50% if you have a on the go adjustment here. अरे थोड़ा So what I'm trying to say is, if you have this fellow over here, an adjuster, then this thing can take care of on the go adjustment, on the fly adjustment, and that is going to definitely save your clutch plates. This machine, this is supposed to be an off-road machine, and it comes with a non-adjustable clutch perch. It only comes with adjustments over here, and nothing wrong, but to kind of hop off on the bike and then come and kind of make tweaks here. It's a bit of a pain, and not you can't do it every time. It kind of gets to your nerves. So to have the right free play for the kind of terrain, for where your clutch plates are at the end of the day, it's starting to get the clutch to burn. Like if you're getting to heat up the clutch, then maybe you can release this a little bit. So it's a simple thing. This is to be done in all kinds of motocross and enduro machines. Surprisingly, nobody thought about it. So the stock perch doesn't allow for something like this. You'll have to make a thread. Remember, fellas, you need to source this. I got this from Alibaba. I'll mention a link in the description of this video. You need to get something which is big enough to go into this and still have the right amount of threads to do the back and forth motion. You'll have to take this to a lathe. You'll have to take this to a machinist. Or you can tap it, drill it and tap it yourself. That's what I did in a lathe. The funny thing is that the lathe fellow said this was impossible, but I managed to do it. And it's a pretty easy job, absolutely. I did it and I fixed it, and I sent them a video on how to go about doing it, and they were surprised because they thought this won't hold the threads. So go ahead and get this done, and this becomes so much more safer for your clutch plates. This setup, to have this, to be able to adjust this on the go, and to make things better, you can get yourself an adjustable lever. An adjustable lever adds to the fun part of it. So you can reduce the reach with something like that. You can engage the clutch right very close to your handlebar, to the grip, and that also adds to comfort when you do enduro business. Arm pumps are a natural thing in out there in the field doing enduro. So to kind of minimize the whole of it, a lever like that will be so much more useful. So an alternative would be to make something like this. This is another perch that I worked on. What I did here was you guys watch. You guys can see this. So this is an additional aluminum sleeve that has been drilled into, like you make a hole, 12 millimeter hole, and then you make threads on it. You make a OD 12 millimeter by whatever, this looks like a 1.5. So OD 12 by 1.5, ID 10 by 1.5 sleeve, and then you shove it in, and then you chop off the the access point, like the outlet and inlet for the clutch wire. And I mean, you glue the sleeve onto the clutch perch with araldite. So this is what I did with my old one, and in the meantime, so this is what I thought would work initially, and in the meantime I got myself a new perch, and I drilled this with a tap myself. So this turned out to be a straightforward thing, pretty easy to work on. Instead of going this way, I should have gone this way from the beginning itself. But one thing I'll tell you, the threads in this are not as good as the thread in this. The threads here are much better because of a dedicated sleeve with the right amount of so this is a very tricky thing to make. In fact, you need to get the right aluminum rod, and to take out so much material and still have the rod intact is not a joke. Like it becomes a cylinder in the end, and for it to be intact, like such a tiny thing and almost just 1 millimeter of material, it's not an easy thing. A good machinist can easily help you out with this, but the easier way out is to do this fella, yeah. And what you have in the end is a beautiful adjuster that works on the go, like that easy, yeah. So superb clutching business now. That was that. If this helped, it helped. Ben signing out for now. Wait, before that, this motorcycle is a beast now. There's a ton of mods that's gone into it to make it rally ready, and a video is coming up soon on the channel, all the mods and where this motorcycle stands today. Please wait for it, and it's definitely going to be worth it. I'm going to be taking it to a studio. This is going to a photo studio, and there, in all that lighting, you're going to have all that's gone into this machine. Hopefully that should be entertaining enough. Ben signing out for now. Ciao.